If you are new to scrapbooking, have I got a page for you. Hi, I'm Jamie Pate, and welcome to what I'm calling beginner scrapbook page building. We're going to start this page from the bottom up. I'm going to show you how to add all of this texture and these layers and stamping to create a beautiful scrapbook page with a photo that is its focus. So in this example here, you see where we are using some stenciling in the background as well as a beautiful floral die cut to create home to a pocket that will be space for our journaling, and everything kind of flows right down here to a spectacular photo of your choosing. So let's get started right now on that. All right, let's do first things first. I've grabbed this dotted Scrapbook.com stencil, and you can find all the supplies I'll be using today just down below. So we're going to start up here in this corner with the Distress Oxide tea dye. I'm just going to get a little bit of ink here on the blending tool, and I'm going to kind of come down here sort of in a linear fashion, going down on the page just with some background. I don't have any real rhyme or reason how these are going to land on the page. It's kind of the fun of it. Just get your ink blending tool out and have a little bit of fun on your background with some color. Then I'm going to lift that up and come over here to now this side of the page and add a few more details here on the right side edge of the page. And I like to give the illusion that maybe I have used a pattern background paper, but I'm not. I just made this myself, and the sky's the limit to use any stencil you may have to add background texture to your page. And we're going to finish it off with some details down here. Now you can come in here with another stencil and add even more texture and design, or you can just add a few dots and decide that looks great. The next thing I want to do to build the background is I've grabbed the floral borders, beautiful borders. I've chosen this one here on the far right, and I've already cut it out of boho smooth cardstock. And what I'm going to do now in order to actually adhere it to the page is just go on the back and just add some random glue to certain of the flowers. I am not a fan of laying my embellishments flat on the background. I like them to kind of appear like they're floating. This glue is perfect for that because it has a good bonding strength to it, yet I'm still going to be able to not have to have the whole entire back of the die completely adhered to the background. So I'm just going to go through here and kind of tap along until I believe this is adhered in place and move on to the next part of building this scrapbook page. As we build our next part of the scrapbook page, I want to show you right back here, I have used the nested pockets to create a home for our journaling tag. What we're going to do here with this, I have grabbed this second to the smallest die. And what I love about this die is how it cuts using the magic mat. There are score lines that will be cutting on this, and you don't want them to cut all the way through because they are part of making your pocket. So utilize that magic mat with these dies in particular to create beautiful scores to make this nested pocket. So when we take it off here, you can see the score lines now on three sides, and you simply just fold those over, and you have this perfect little pocket that can be used anywhere, and we're going to use it today on building our scrapbook page. Now to add the nested pocket to our scrapbook page, I'm using the Scrapbook.com 1/8 inch double-sided adhesive tape. It fits perfectly on the folded flap of the pocket and will then adhere nicely to our page. I'm going to get one more section here and get this ready to adhere right where we need it to go. Great way to have hidden journaling, to add tags to your layouts, or just anything that you can think of that you might want to tuck into a pocket. We'll take off that backer paper And I'm going to set it right here, overlapping the previous die cut, and adhere it to the back of the scrapbook page. Okay, let's add our photo to this background. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to flip it over. And this side here, I know I want it to be elevated on my page a little bit. So I'm going to grab a strip of the 1/4 inch foam adhesive and just apply that here. And on this other side, I'm going to use adhesive roller tape, just like that. And then pop it so that, let me take that off. That would help tremendously if we did it that way. I'm kind of treating this pocket as sort of a photo corner right here. So that's how you're going to know where you're going to want to put your photo, is that this is sort of bordering your photo. And it's going to be elevated up on this side and kind of even now that we have the adhesive over here. The next piece we're going to build on our scrapbook page is our title. And I'm keeping it pretty simple here using these Memories stamps by Scrapbook.com. And I love this family. Here towards the bottom, I'm going to grab that and put it on the stamping block. And a little bit of ink. And I'm going to line that up just about right here with a nice firm and gentle all at the same time when we're adding these to our background pages. And we're going to leave this with a nice family title. Now that our title's in place, I've grabbed the journal bits, Simple Stories, Hearth and Home, and inside of that pack are a couple things that will be useful for adding to our pocket. First, this little journal tag just fits perfectly inside the pocket, but I kind of want to embellish it a little bit. So I've taken the tab shape dies and I've gone ahead and cut a tab out of the boho cardstock. I'm just going to line that up back here behind my journal card. And grabbing a mini stapler, I'm going to go in here, and now you just have a really easy pull for when you have this inside the pocket. But just one other little embellishment I want to add to it was this cute little heart tag. And so here on the tab itself, I'm going to punch a small hole. In that hole, I'm going to string a little bit of twine. Actually, with the twine, I'm going to first grab the little tag here and then tie it to the tabbed journal card. It's just a sweet way to embellish and add a little bit of layering to your page. It kind of builds on it a little bit more in an interesting way. Okay, so now I have my cute little tag attached to the tab, and I'm going to slide my journal piece into the pocket, and we're going to build our next layer. For our next layer on our scrapbook page, I like to share with my friends to not, again, put adhesive on the entire back of something that they've adhered to their background page. And let me show you one of the reasons why I encourage that. I'm going to grab this sticker strip from the Simple Stories sticker book, and I'm going to come and tuck in here this piece of, let's just call it washi tape. And I'm going to kind of pop it up here a little bit so you can still see the pocket. You can see the washi tape, and I'm going to come over here and just use my finger and just tear a strip off. Kind of gives that whole organic washi tape feel. I'm going to do the same thing now and tuck this underneath my photo and add the washi sticker to the right edge corner. And so you kind of have a visual at play here with the tape here and the tape down here. Plus it kind of provides for your photo just this little foundational piece on your background. A couple more things we're going to add to the building of the scrapbook page. First, I have this cute little This Heart die cut. It came from the journaling bits. I'm going to add just a little bit of adhesive to the back of it and add that layer right here. Got this little cute tag that kind of overlays the pocket and that floral die cut in the back. Then I'm going to grab from our sticker book this Better Together sticker, which I think is completely appropriate for a family photo. I'm going to layer it over here on the bottom right corner, and it's going to also overlap these elements on this side as well. It's kind of important when you're building a page to add a date. So let's remember to add a date, and I'm going to do that right here by adding the year with these Simple Stories number stickers. Gonna make sure they're all in place, and I'll go back and just kind of pat them down and make sure they're not going to move. And that's one way to date your page. Gonna pop this welcome home right here on this top edge. Great way to kind of bring these two stickers together. This last sticker, I'm going to first adhere it to a piece of cardstock and kind of basically backing it with the cardstock so that I don't have sticky on the sticker anymore. Trim it off the cardstock, make sure there's any excess little cardstock showing, just trim that off. Then take a piece of 1/4 inch foam, just snip a small piece of that off and adhere that to the back center. Now it's going to pop up beautifully on our scrapbook page. And I'm going to adhere it so it kind of hovers here by this family, a little bit over the journal tag. And that's just one way to scrapbook build a page.